Hello folks, Joey Led's dipping back here for another dip review, because I upload one every fucking day. If you noticed I got a little facial reconstruction, don't judge me. Don't be mean. Right off the bat, I would like to dedicate this video to my brother Matt. He passed away this past September, and today would have been his 23rd birthday, so I'd like you all to keep him in mind throughout the video, and I just want this to be kind of a dedication to him. Okay guys, so this is my second time making this video. I made it, and then it ended up being like 23 minutes long, and I'm not a YouTube partner, so I can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I'm going to try and make it kind of quicker this time. I already had I was already stocked up on Hope and Skull, so I went to the convenience store. I was just kind of skimming around seeing what different stores had. And I got 3 dips that I thought would be interesting to review. I got Longhorn Long Cut Straight, Longhorn Long Cut Wintergreen, and the dip I'm going to be reviewing today, Timberwolf Mint. I haven't seen a lot of reviews on this one. None of the big ones like Outlaw or Copenhagen Grizzly, Cajun Tiger, or Doomite have done this one. I've seen a couple. I know C-Nash X made one, but there's not that many. So I figured I'd throw my 2 cents in there. Now you've probably noticed that none of these have the warning label on these. Right here, see no warning label on the front, no 30% of bullshit. That is because these are old as hell. This Longhorn Long Cut Straight, it says enter to win a bass boat, so it's a contest that they had. Peel here, and I peeled it back, and it's glued back now because it looked like shit without it on. And the expiration date for the contest was August of 2007. So this stuff is really old. Really old. It hasn't been cracked yet. However, I have my handy dandy Chew Renew, which I used on this, and I'm gonna use it on this. And trust me, the stuff actually works. It's really just a product that comes in a 1-ounce bottle, and you spray it on the dip and it makes it fresh again. And it really works really well. As a matter of fact, if anybody wants me to do a review on it, I will. It's your choice. If you don't want me to, I won't. If you want me to, I will. So it's your call. Choose wisely. So this Timberwolf, I'm really not sure how old it is. These don't have an expiration date. However, it has a code on the back. I don't know if that means anything. I know before they started doing like a sell-by date on all the dips, they used to have a code where you could read like the week of the year it was made. And all this has is a code that says EO2OA2050. So I don't know. But it says 2007 right there. So I don't know if that's when the dip was made or when the design was designed. So, but it was old. It was light brownish, very light brown when I opened it. And I just sprayed some Chew Renew on it, and it's good as new. So let's get to reviewing this. So the tin design, obviously it doesn't have the 30%, and it looks great. It's plastic on both sides, which not that many dips are like that anymore. I know Kayak, Longhorn, and this are. Husky might, I'm not sure. They don't sell it around here. It might be metal, it might be plastic, I don't know, but not that many dips have it anymore. But I like the design. It's nice and simple, which is good. All it has is this little warning right here that they used to only have that. Warning, this product may cause gum disease and tooth loss. Overall though, it's good. And since it's plastic on plastic, it's very easy to crack. You barely even need to have a thumbnail to crack it. It's it's not like the cardboard cope where you almost need to bring a knife to it. Very easy to crack. You shouldn't have a problem with it. So let's get to packing it now. So as you can see, it's not a light brown anymore at all. It's a nice dark brown. So let's grab a pinch here. Okay, so the scent of this dip, when you open it up, it has a minty scent, but it's not like an overpowering minty scent, like Skull Mint. You crack it, you're like, dang, you can smell it a mile away. Not as bad as citrus though, but it has a mellower, kind of toned down mint scent to it. And you can smell the tobacco as well, which is always a good thing. Always got to line up the can. Always looks nice when it's lined up. The label, it always looks good. So always line your tins up. I'm OCD about it. They need to be lined or I'm pissed. Because they're not going to look good in the dip tower if they're friggin' like this. I don't think anyways. So the flavor of this is, it's much like the scent. It's a nice mint dip, but it's toned down. A lot of mint dips are far too minty, and that's all you can taste. With this, it's not. I mean, it has a mint taste to it, but it's mellower, which is good. You know, like Skoal is way too strong. Cope would probably make a good mint if they ever did, but I don't see that happening. And you can also taste the tobacco, which I'm huge on. I want an even taste. You need to taste both for me. That's what I like out of a dip. So overall, it's not too minty. You do get a little minty tingle in your lip, but the flavor isn't too strong. So basically, it does taste like Skoal mint, like I said, but it's not as strong as it. So I think it's better than Skoal mint is. Skoal mint, it's just like way too strong. The packability, I'll show you. As you can see, when you pack it, it's very clumpy, and I don't know if that's because it was old and I dip renewed it, but it's very clumpy. When you go to grab a pinch, it doesn't give the nice round pinch Copa Skoal does. It's kind of that dangling kind of pinch that, like Grizz or Kodiak has. Once it's in the lip, it stays perfectly in place. I don't really get any floaters or anything. It does stay in place well. You don't need to keep moving your tongue to keep it in place, which is always a good thing. As for the nicotine content, it has less than Skoal. The way I look at it, Cope is in between Grizz and Skoal. It's not as weak as Skoal, but it's not as strong as Grizz. With this, I put this in between Kayak and Skoal. It has more than Kayak, but not as much as Skoal. So no buzz out of it, but I don't really buzz off dips anymore, really anything, so that doesn't really matter to me. For the amount of spit, you were probably expecting it not to be a lot, since it was old and I dip renewed it, but it has a lot of spit, which is always great. You always need a lot of spit. It's the reason we have these. And it's not like just that weak, light spit either. It has a nice dark spit to it, which is a great thing. No burn out of it whatsoever. I literally get no burn, which is odd because out of all dips I really get at least a slight burn out of them. Even Kayak, because Kayak loads their dip with salt. A lot of the dips, you get the good dip, it gives you that nice burn because it has the nicotine and whatnot. But Kayak fills theirs with salt, so you think it's quality tobacco, even though it's not. With this, there's no burn, but I like that though because they don't try to load it up with salt and try to pretend they're something that they're not. They give you the dip they make and they're like, either be happy with it or no. That's it. And I like that. So no burn. A lot of people ask me why do I listen to Bare Naked Ladies so much, because that's what I'm listening to right now. Actually, I dubbed it in. Now that I've got my intro and stuff, I dub music in instead of, listening to it, because that's what a lot of the dippers on here do, and I think it sounds better. Anyways, I like BNL because they're an awesome band, they're very talented, and they care about their fans, and they're amazing live. They sound just like the record. A lot of you guys hear the song, it's been 1 week since you looked at me, or broke into the old apartment, those songs on the radio. Beyond that, they have very serious songs, and they're very talented, but you don't hear those on the radio, because that's not what the radio goes for. So if you ever get the chance to see BNL, see them, because their tickets are pretty low priced. They put on a great show, they're hilarious, they interact with the audience, they make you feel like you're part of the show. And after the show, they come out by their tour bus and you can meet them, ask questions, get pictures, autographs, all that. I actually met them, and these are the pictures of me with the 4 of them. As you can tell, they're really cool guys. So see them if you're in their area. And now it is time for new shoutouts that I have. I have two new subscribers, which are let me look here. New subscribers, Girl Dipper, which I'm guessing is a Girl Dipper, and Piggy Debris 888. So thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Now for regular shoutouts that I always give: Cajun Tiger 616, Do My Dash, Sigboy OK, V Van Sitter 56, Country Boy Andy, 5555 Bomber, One Bought a Tort Dipper, Ninja Dipper, and then I always save this one for last because he came up with the wonderful invention of mud jugs, which is Darcy, and his username's mudjug1. You can order mud jugs here. I want to give the link because a lot of time people ask, oh, where can I order a mud jug? Doesn't take that much to type in mud jug on Google and get the top result, or just guess since it's called a mud jug, mudjug.com. Seems pretty straightforward to me. Those are the shoutouts. Now I'm going to give this dip a rating. I don't love mint dips, so I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10, but it is probably the best mint dip that I've ever had, actually. But even though it's my favorite mint is not my favorite flavor, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's really good. If you want to try it, get some. If you don't like mints because they're too strong, I'd recommend this one because it's not too strong. And also, I've been getting a lot of comments on my last video about my intro, and people love it, and they say that it's a tight intro and that I made it well. And I really appreciate that. I worked kind of hard on it, and so thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. But that's been Timberwolf Mint. Hope you enjoy. More reviews coming soon. Take care.